Hello, my name is Beth McMahon. I'm the Gillespie County Horticulture Extension Agent. This is my blueberry results demonstration. So this results demonstration is demonstrating what happens when you grow blueberries in the ground versus growing them in containers versus giving them chelated iron versus growing grass on top. So the Texas Hill Country does not have soils well suited for blueberry production. The soils are too alkaline. So what we're testing here is we're seeing what happens when you don't do anything or just have mulch. What happens when you grow grass on top. There's a research paper that apparently if you grow grass on top of blueberry roots, they don't need iron added to them. And then what happens when you add EDDHA chelated iron? Can you still get the blueberry plants to grow? So let's take a look at this month's results. They do not look as good as last month's. I have learned some things, and I hope you will learn some things too from this video. So let us look first at the control plant right here. This is the first set of controls. It is showing off new growth right there, which is kind of nice, but I am seeing iron deficiencies right here. So this plant has had no iron. It's just in the ground. The next plant is if it was on a scale of 1 to 5, I would give it a 3. It is showing signs of iron deficiency right here, but I mean, it's not all over the plant. It just really isn't growing very vigorously. Let's look at the plants in the grass, the first set. The grass is doing great, don't get me wrong. So this plant right here there's not really a whole lot of iron deficiency. There's a little bit right there. The problem with this one is you see these brown tips? That is drought damage. So this was mentioned in the research paper, so I should have known better. But apparently if you grow grass on top of blueberry roots, the grass sucks up all the water and you have to water it a lot more often. So these plots, the blueberries with the grass on top of them, technically need to be watered at least twice a week, which I didn't realize. Let's take a look at the next one. So looking at this one, there has been some dieback. This is drought damage. That's what that is. That's not iron. That is just sheer drought damage because the grass is using up all the roots. There is chelated. There is iron deficiency right here. And then these browning, that is drought. It's just not getting enough water because the grass is taking it up. Let's look at the first set of iron treated plants. They look better than the grass ones. They look a lot better than the grass ones. They look okay. I'd still give them a 3 out of 5. There is a little bit of iron deficiency. Where is it? I know it's on this plant. Ah, right there on the fresh leaves. So that's not looking too great. It's not in focus. That's a bit better. So it's not looking bad for a plant in the ground, but compared to that, yeah. Let's look at the next one. The next one is putting on fresh growth, which is kind of nice. Let's see. There is iron deficiencies on the fresh growth, which is where you would expect to find an iron deficiency when it's in the early stages. This one doesn't look that bad, but it does have an iron deficiency. Let's go look at the second set. Walk by the container plants as we go. Gosh, they look good. Oh yes, and observe all the weeds in my plot. Yes, life is hard. There are weeds. Okay, this is the second set of iron treated plants. Let's see here. A little bit of an iron deficiency. Not really that bad, honestly. It is showing off new growth. Doesn't really look that bad. Maybe there's hope for this one after all. The next one is dead. This plant was kind of small and weak to begin with. I'm not surprised that it died. I don't think that was due to iron deficiency. I think that it was just a small plant and just didn't have the energy. This next one is a control plant. It has had no iron treatments, no grass treatments. It's just in the ground with mulch. It is showing clear iron deficiencies on older leaves, as well as newer ones. And that's what you get when you stick a blueberry plant in the ground around here. Interestingly enough, it is putting out fresh growth. Let's look at the next one. The next one is another small plant, but it is doing better than the other one, the dead one. It is showing a clear iron deficiency right there. and it's just not very big. The next plant, again, grass takes more water when you have blueberries there, just FYI. Just keep that in mind. So I thought I had killed this one, but actually I hadn't. So it has a new shoot coming up, and honestly I couldn't find an iron deficiency on this new shoot. So yay. It looks good for a new shoot, but the whole plant is mostly dead. So yeah. This next one, drought damage. You can see the burning on the edge of the leaf. It just didn't get enough water. I really couldn't find any iron deficiencies on it. I mean, maybe? Not really. So yeah, it's just not really growing very well, and it's got drought damage. But you know what? It doesn't have an iron problem. Let's take a look at the container plants, which is how you are supposed to grow blueberries here in the Texas Hill Country, which they may or may not tell you how. Oh, we're by an airport. A plane just started up. Let's see. This is looking fantastic. I mean, this is like the blueberries that you want to grow. This is like, you might actually get blueberries next year. This variety is a different variety though, so I can't make too many judgments. I need to actually get some of the variety that's in the ground and stick that in the containers as well too. Well, that is our update for this month. If you have any questions, please call me at 830-997-3452. My name is Beth McMahon. You can also come by our office at 38 Business Court here in Fredericksburg to take a look at the blueberries, though I ask that you do not go inside the plot. Anyway, thank you and goodbye.